Hi everyone, my name is Mary and I'm here to bring you a barre class. My classes will be every Thursday night at 4:30 for 1 hour, 60-minute class. Barre focuses on the core strength and the body strength using your own body weight and a few small resistance weights to help sculpt and tone your muscle groups. Barre is inspired by Pilates and yoga as well as ballet dance, and we incorporate so much of those moves. We're on the floor, we're standing, upper body, lower body, and everything in between. So a typical class will start off with a warm-up. We just might be from standing position, lifting our legs, starting to get the blood flow, getting us to concentrate on our core strength, our posture, and our breathing. Adding some arms to get a full range of motion, really get the body warmed up, create some heat internally, get you ready for class. Soon thereafter, we take it to the floor, again, to warm up the entire body, a nice plank position to get started. We're on our toes. You can take it to your knees as well. To improvise, don't worry, we can modify all of the exercises in these classes. And then soon thereafter, quick stretch in between. We're back on our feet to work on our upper body, our arms, shoulders, lat muscles. Take it with some weights. If you're in the studio, we'll use our 2-pound weights right here. And if you're at home and you don't have any weights, you can improvise with some soup cans. You can also do all these exercises without any weights, like creating your own resistance in your arms, keep your bicep muscles, your tricep muscles nice and strong, creating some resistance by drawing your shoulders down away from your ears. Here's a typical exercise. Bicep curl, standing with our feet hip width apart and parallel, soft bend in the knees, shoulders roll down and back, abdominal muscles drawn in tight, and we're just curling up and down. This is just one typical exercise you might see in the class. Curling, creating some nice bicep muscles on the curl up, elongating the muscles, toning on the way down. And again, you can create this own resistance without any weight, or typical tricep muscle workout, coming into a tripod position, coming down, taking our arm up behind you. Again, I'm doing this without any weights, just to show you that that is possible. And then just small, tiny little movements, keeping the nice, strongly engaged muscles. Your core strength is engaged, leg muscles are engaged. Then from there, after we worked our upper body, throwing some push-ups in between, we take it to our legs. Heel lifts, typical at the beginning of class, just to warm up the body. And then get ourselves ready for some thigh. Now in the studio, we'll have a nice ballet bar wrapped around the room that we'll be using. If you're at home, you can use your countertop. You can also use the back of the chair, like I'm going to demonstrate right here. Thigh muscles, we normally do concentrate on the thigh muscles in about 3 exercises. For example, we'll show you one exercise, zipped up, the legs are nice and straight, coming down nice and low, heels up high. And then we'll just work on some thighs. For example, there's one exercise. We'll take it to a nice wide second, down in reveille, and then pressing down. Deeper, getting deeper, concentrating those nice, long, lean muscle groups that support the knee, keeping the posture nice and tall, long and straight. Then from there, we'll take it to our seat, working on our glute. Again, we'll use a bar in the studio, but if you're at home, use the back of a chair, countertop, even a windowsill, whatever you have for support. One of the examples of our favorite exercises for seat is the diagonal seat, coming down into a nice diagonal position with the upper body. Working leg comes in behind us, leg is nice and strong and tight, shoulders down and relaxed, abdominal muscles engaged. And from here, we'll just work our seat. It looks easy now, but after 3 to 4 minutes in it, you'll have a burn, 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 which is exactly what we want to encourage in our class, so that we can really break down muscle tissue and help get nice, stronger muscles. Working the long muscle groups as well as those tiny little stabilizing muscle groups by those small little isometric movements. From there, we're quickly back on the floor again to work our core with our abdominal exercises. In the studio, we might use a ball or a cushion to place it behind us for some low back support, the lumbar spine. If you're at home, take a towel or a blanket, roll it up. Simulate having a prop that you'd see in the studio, place it in behind, and again, you can do it without any of these props. This is just for extra support to help get you in the posture. Here's a typical C-spine spine movement. From here, we'll do our exercise. One small example is a high curl. Engage the arms as well. Create more resistance, make it a little bit more challenging. Moving side to side to engage those oblique muscles on the side of your abdominal wall. And then from there, we might take it then to a straight leg clam all the way down so we can target the low transverse abdominal muscle groups. Deep muscle tissue, it's always hard to target. Here's a typical exercise, a straight leg clam. Just a tiny little bend and extend. And then we enhance the exercise, a little extra challenge by adding a curl. And then we'll take it to our last exercise of the class before a cool down with some back dancing. Again, we might add some props just to make the exercise more challenging. Seat comes off and then we just start engaging our glutes. Target those deep muscle tissue groups of the glutes. And then we'll finish off with a nice cool down stretch after that. What's even more exciting is the whole class is done to music, just to get you really inspired, revved up, get you right into your exercise. And often, throughout the whole class, I'll be cueing you, so if you're here in the studio, I'll be working with your alignment. Might even do some hands-on adjusting just to make sure that you can get deeper into the exercise and prevent any injuries. You'll just love the class. It's a very fast-paced 1 hour. We're working at upper body or lower body, all parts in between. Posture and core, stamina and strength. I'll hope you join me Thursdays, 4:30 in the studio or here at home. Looking forward to it. Namaste.